Check out these two robot vacuums. On the left, we've got the sleek Narwal Freo X Ultra. On the right, the compact Roomba J9 Plus. They might look different, but both promise to keep your floors spotless. Today, we're going beyond looks to see which one really cleans up the competition. But before we get started, I just want to thank Narwal for sending out both units to test. It's awesome when companies like this allow us to do real comparisons, just like you're about to see. What's going on, people? Hope y'all are doing good. Choosing the right robot vacuum is a big deal. These little guys aren't cheap. Personally, not only do I want one that works, but also looks good in my home. So let's start there. The Narwal Freo X Ultra is taller with a more rounded shape versus the Roomba Combo J9 Plus. It keeps the iconic glossy white design that the original Freo was famous for. The pure white colorway with small purple accents will match most homes out there, even older ones. Plus, if you have kids like I do, it won't show greasy little fingerprints all over the base. There's a nice circular touchscreen located on the lid, which can be used for basic controls. Flipping up the lid gives access to clean and dirty water tanks, along with the cleaning solution compartment. The Roomba Combo J9 Plus is smaller and lower to the ground with a boxier shape. It has a textured black surface and a wood top. While I appreciate the look, I personally found that it's harder to match my home's aesthetics due to the darker tones and wood grain. But I will say, for a black colorway, it does reject fingerprints better than I expected. The front of the base opens up, giving access to a clean water tank, dust bag, and 2 shelves for storing additional dust bags and accessories, which I absolutely love. The wood top on the Roomba Combo J9 Plus does come off, but it's only for aesthetic purposes. But looks aren't everything. Let's take a look at the tech inside of each of these vacuums and see how they stack up. The Narwal Freo X Ultra has a suction power of 8,200 Pascal. It also has an anti-tangle roller brush that rejects hair. That's some serious muscle for picking up dirt and debris. Plus, it's perfect for homes with pets. On the flip side, Roombas being a bit coy with their exact suction power, they just say that it's good enough for fine debris and pet hair, especially on carpets. The Freo X Ultra uses triangular rotating mops that really get down and dirty with the floor. They hold twice as much water as regular mop pads and push down with 12N or 2.6 pounds of force and rotate at a speed of 180 RPMs. The J9 Plus uses something called Smart Scrub, which moves back and forth and pushes down too. But here's the thing. It has to vacuum before it can mop, unlike the Narwal, which has dedicated cleaning modes for both vacuuming and mopping. Both of these robots have some tricks up their sleeve for finding dirt. Narwal uses AI dirt sense that can spot dirty areas and keep cleaning until they're spotless. It'll even go back to its base to wash its mops if it needs to. The Roomba uses Dirt Detect, which remembers the high traffic and dirtier areas, but it doesn't go back for a second pass based on what it finds. It will typically increase the suction power in those areas or go back and forth with the mop pad to scrub the floor. You can, however, set it to run 2 times in the app, but the Freo X Ultra will determine if it needs a second pass on its own pending that it's in Freo mode. Here's where things get really interesting. The Narwal's base station is like a mini car wash for its mop heads. It will automatically use cold water and detergent to clean them and then uses hot air to dry them to prevent mildew and mold. The Roomba, on the other hand, can empty its dustbin, but you've got to clean the mop pad yourself. On the flip side, you will need to swap out the compression dust bag or empty the dustbin on the Narwal robot depending on which one you're using. What's really cool is that both the bag and the dustbin will last up to 7 weeks depending on your usage. In the end, I'd much rather have less maintenance on the mopping side of things versus the vacuum. But of course, this is all personal preference. Now let's talk about the obstacle avoidance systems each of these vacuums use. The Narwal Freo X Ultra uses LiDAR navigation. This tech helps it quickly map out your home. In fact, it can create a detailed map in just a few minutes. The Freo X Ultra also uses a tri-laser system that helps it spot obstacles and navigate around them. This means that it's less likely to get stuck or bump into things. This works in conjunction with the onboard AI Dirt Sense technology that can detect how dirty the floor is and provide additional cleaning passes in those areas. Now let's take a look at the Roomba Combo J9 Plus. It uses what iRobot calls precision vision navigation. This system includes a forward-facing camera that helps it see and understand what's in front of it. It's especially good at avoiding things you really don't want it to run into, like your pet's special surprises that sometimes get left on the floor. Of course, this works in conjunction with Roomba's Dirt Detect that remembers which rooms tend to get dirtier and makes sure to focus on those areas a little bit harder. Both of these robots can create virtual maps of your home. You can tell them exactly where and what you want them to clean or where you don't want them to go. But here's where the Narwal Freo X Ultra might have a slight advantage. Its tri-laser system seems to be a bit better at spotting and avoiding larger objects or things that are lower to the ground. So if you got a lot of furniture or toys scattered around, this might be something to consider. The Roomba Combo J9 Plus tends to bump into things much more aggressively, including baseboards and furniture. In the end, both of these robots have some pretty impressive navigation smarts. They can map your home, avoid obstacles, and clean specific areas on command. The choice really comes down to which features matter most to you. It's like choosing between a high-tech GPS and a really observant co-pilot. Both will get you where you need to go, just in slightly different ways. If privacy is a concern, I would definitely go with Narwal since it doesn't have any onboard cameras. Now that we've talked about how these robots look and move around, let's see how they actually clean in the real world. First up, let's talk about suction power. The Narwal Freo X Ultra is a beast with 8,200 Pascal of suction. It handled my vacuuming test like a champ and even tackled larger and heavier items that I didn't think that it was going to get. As I said previously, the Roomba J9 Plus doesn't have an exact suction power listed. However, based on my testing, it did perform similar to the Narwal but fell short with its vacuuming capabilities as the test got harder and harder. This is especially apparent when we tested out hair, since the Narwal Freo X Ultra features an anti-tangle roller brush that prevents hair from getting tangled and clogging the air intake. Now let's test out the mopping capabilities of each vacuum. The Narwal uses triangular mop pads that keep constant contact with the floor. This means no streaks and a really thorough clean. The Roomba, on the other hand, has a neat feature where it moves back and forth to scrub the flooring with its mop pad. The Narwal is the obvious choice if mopping is your #1 concern. Not only do the circular mop pads provide better cleaning, the cleaning capabilities of the base alone makes this a better option. However, I was pretty impressed with the Roomba Combo J9 Plus. The scrubbing action that it performs actually works pretty good. Another difference is how each of these vacuums transition from hard flooring to carpet. The Freo X Ultra will pull its mop pads up to a height of 12 millimeters. The J9 Plus is a bit more unique since it swings the mop pad from the bottom of the robot to the very top where it stores it. It's pretty cool to watch, but also extremely concerning since it's more moving parts, which from my experience means that it's more likely that something can go wrong or break a little bit easier. If you're sensitive to sound, you might want to pay attention here. The Narwal Freo X Ultra is a much quieter vacuum. In fact, it's one of the quietest vacuums that I've ever tested. Narwal prides themselves on this and says it's one of the reasons they don't add self-emptying dustbins to their bases. The Roomba J9 Plus, on the other hand, can get a bit loud, especially when it's emptying itself. The process takes around 30 seconds and might startle you if you're not expecting it and this is your first robotic vacuum. As for smart home integration, both of these robots play nice with your other devices. You can set up cleaning schedules, customize settings, and control everything through their apps. Or you can create custom automations using your current smart home assistant and protocol platforms like If This Then That. Now it's time to figure out which one is the best fit for your home. The Narwal Freo X Ultra is a cleaning powerhouse with its powerful suction performance, anti-tangle roller brush, triangular mop pads, AI cleaning features, self-cleaning base, and advanced navigation. Meanwhile, the iRobot Roomba Combo J9 Plus has a unique base that features built-in storage for accessories and additional components. It still has good overall cleaning performance. It's slightly more affordable depending on current sales and your region, and it does have a self-emptying dustbin built into the base. If you've got mostly hard floors and want minimal maintenance, the Narwal is your guy. Definitely go with the Freo X Ultra. But if you're all about carpet cleaning and want to save a little cash, the Roomba might be your new best friend. And if you want to learn more, links to both can be found in the description. Now my question for you. Have you used either of these vacuums? If yes, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, consider subscribing for more videos just like this, and I'll see you beautiful people in the next one.